What's up, everybody? It's shameless plug time. So thanks for checking out the podcast, Going Full Nerd. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe everywhere possible. So look for Going Full Nerd on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, goingfullnerd.com, and my Twitter handle, ONYXXX1969. You can also listen to the audio version on its home, Anchor.fm, but also on Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you consume your podcast listening pleasure. Hey guys, let's get on with the show. Didn't work out perfect. This sucked. Yo, I am so proud of myself. That went off without a hitch. That was like straight perfect. I screw it up every week when I do this, but to see and hear it come through, oh my gosh, yes. Ooh. And I'm trying different things with the background, so I hope the computer doesn't freeze up, act up, does something stupid while I'm doing. What's happening, everybody? Coming back for another episode of Going Full Nerd. What's up to my people? Yo, Josh, Frank, good to see you, man. Yo, we got to get together, put one of these down. My man, Fully Geeking Out Ed, what's up? So, oh, man. Yo, I got a little quiet moment in the house to myself for a little while. It's just a little while, not long. Like right now, live, right now, my wife, my granddaughter, both my daughters, they are at a cheerleading competition. And I know my granddaughter's killing it. The only reason why I'm not there is because I would have had to rent a van, and I could fit 7 people, or 7 people could fit in my SUV, but not 8. It ain't gonna work. No. So all the grandkids, well, not all of them, but the grandkids, everybody's doing their thing. It is what it is. So this isn't going to be a long show. It's not going to be one of those shows where I drag it out and I talk about it and I review something, because I really haven't watched anything to review. Though I am drinking a very hefty ice-filled glass of Buffalo Trace whiskey. I don't. Yeah, I'm a snorter. But anyway, the sleep apnea is going to be in full effect. Hold on. So, but let's talk. The title of today's show is DC and Warner Brothers Under the Gun, Gunn, James Gunn, the new head of DC's superhero effort. Oh man, when I say I've been seeing articles and peanut butter whiskey. Now you're gonna have me looking for something. See, that's what happened. I mean, I'm feeling kind of good. Army beat Navy last night. I had to throw that out. And the James Gunn drama that I've been seeing online is awesome. A screwball. I might have to try that. One of these. And you know what? I'm going to agree with you, Josh. James should be nicknamed Mr. Clean because he's cleaning house. Yo, this week, we've heard, okay, Wonder Woman 3. Psh, y'all not getting that. Aquaman 3. Psh, y'all not getting that. Matter of fact, Jason Momoa, we might want to make him Lobo, okay? That's what they saying. They are doing so much wild stuff at Warner Brothers, and it's awesome. It's great. It's cool. They're going to let what they got, they're going to put it out there. They're going to be like, okay, we paid for this. We're going to let you watch it. but we going to drop on a straight up 10-year plan. And I'm going to tell you, all these jokers that thought they had jobs and thought the stories were, y'all, nah, we about to change all of that. Because here goes the line. James Gunn is a comic book nerd. Okay, I mean, let's be realistic. He has a knack for taking the obscure characters and bringing them to life on screen. Now, man, hold on. I'm looking because I read Variety. Don't hold that against me. It's a trade paper. It's a Hollywood trade paper. I read this stuff. That's where the superhero genre movie and television stuff, they talk about it. They talk about it behind the scenes. And some of the things is James Gunn, basically, people forget he talked to Kevin Feige. And he's like, you know what? I'm cool with y'all, but I got to do this to y'all. I got to get a little bit of info on what you got going down, but I'm about to make Warner Brothers and DC do their thing. There's only a couple of things that's basically a hindrance to James Gunn. And the hindrance is this. First of all, Warner Brothers executives, they all about the money. So he's on a short fuse with that. They gonna try to make him, they want him to make them money. The only way you're gonna get a guy like James Gunn to make you money is to leave him the F alone. That's how that's gonna work. They saw how he made them money with the Suicide Squad. They saw how he made them money with Peacemaker on HBO Max, soon to be known as Max, but that's a whole different. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. Now, here goes an issue. We've got that group, and I'm gonna say that group. That group is known as the Snyderverse, or as I like to call them, the cult of Snyder. All right. Now, don't get it wrong. I like Zack Snyder, but I like certain things. Watchmen, I like. 300, I like. Justice League, his cut was decent. Okay, I get it. It was good. It was better than the theatrical release. We give it that. But everything doesn't have to be filmed through a sepia lens, dark, and everybody dies. Or somebody gets killed. I mean, let's keep it real. It's good, but let's do this. I'm not saying everything got to be funny, happy, joyous. You can address issues. You can have action. We don't need Nightmare on Elm Street 3 blood to show that somebody got jacked up. But what I'm going to go ahead and say is, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I mean, I've seen some real cool stuff. I saw, they're going to release Blue Beetle. That looks tight. I mean, from the pre-production pictures that I saw earlier, those are tight. I might post those in the Discord group. The link to the Discord group is in the not the comment section, inside of this week's description. And I think I set it so that it never expires, so anybody could join anytime. Otherwise, I got to double check and fix this. That's me doing my thing. Oh man! But here's the thing: him and Peter Safran, they took over. And here's the thing: he said it in his statement. He's trying to make a cohesive story across film, television, and gaming. So what that means with the current state of DC Comics movies, you can have television, movie, and animation all synchronous. Well, that does look a lot like what Marvel is doing. They're doing TV, and animation. Though their animation as good as Warner Brothers. But here goes the key. If you can take that animation, that live action, okay, and the TV and show it. These are all different universes, different multiverses. This is kind of cool. You could tell individual stories, tie them all together in something else, and boom, we're going to have money all over the place. But you got to be patient. You got to take your time. So I hope Warner Brothers feels that they can trust him to do this. Now, yeah, I'm going to agree with Josh. The Snyderverse seems to be done. Okay. Henry Cavill, yes, he does have a chance. But think about it. Are we going to see Henry Cavill 10 years from now, 2032, playing Superman? Might not be happening. Now, Batman and Pattinson. I think we'll get another Pattinson Batman. I think we do, because that's more like a Batman Begins. That's more like a Golden Age Batman. And you can play it off as an alternate universe, which is pretty cool. My mic keeps popping in and out. Oh my gosh, hold on. Can you guys hear me better now? Let me know if this works. Is this better? Is this a little better? Okay. You know, sometimes between comic book recordings and playing video games, does this work? Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a number 1. Much better? Okay. You know, sometimes it makes me wonder when these Windows updates come through and the next thing you know, all your settings go kablooey. It is what it is. Now, that's a good question, Ron. Are we going to get a live action Batman Beyond? Well, here goes the thing. I'm feeling and I'm thinking, okay, that Warner Brothers, as long as they allow James Gunn to do what he does, I think we're going to end up getting a lot more obscure characters. We're going to get the Blue Beetle. We're going to get things like maybe Legion of Superheroes. I think we're going to get things like Justice League International. I think we're going to get those things. Oh, definitely we got to get a new Flash. Definitely. Ezra Miller, dude. Ezra Miller is on some other stuff. And I figure I really thought Ezra Miller would be in jail by the time the Flashpoint movie releases. If you notice, that movie's supposed to come out next summer. And if that movie comes out next summer, what kind of press junking is he going to do? Because I think they're going to move up the court dates. Go figure. But, you know, you heard they put the kibosh on I don't know. You could still do a Batman Beyond. But here goes the thing. Are you going to get straight with the current DC Universe continuity? You would like to see a Kingdom Come live or an animated movie. That would be good, but you're not going to get that. Now, the fact that James Gunn has been seen following Brandon Routh, who played a version of the Kingdom Come Superman on the live action CW network shows, boom, that could be a thought. But, you know, do you want to really bring back Brandon Routh as a Superman? You know, I mean, he was always known from the Superman Returns as the child support deadbeat Superman, but that's a whole different story. You know, Ezra can't be Flash, but he's the perfect Reverse Flash. Well, here goes the thing. By the time the Flashpoint movie comes out, they could do a soft reboot and have Barry Allen played by someone else. Or if you really want to get real funky with it, you could go ahead and just bring up a Wally West. Not the black Wally West, but the Caucasian Wally West. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there, not to put race into the thing, but the Caucasian Wally West, who was the Flash for a majority of the years in recent history, and you could bring in the alternate universe African American Wally West. I mean, that's just me. That's how you could do it. Is Arrow coming back to the CW? No. And I think CW is basically going to die on the vine when it comes to superhero flicks. The stalking predator Superman. You know what? I don't think he was much of a stalking predator. He was more like the Herschel Walker Superman. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. He comes back, saves planes, meets up with Lois, and Lois is like, yo, here's this kid. Superman Returns is like an underrated Superman film. The worst thing about that was the costume, but it was funny as hell, man. Now, Grant Gustin from the TV show would be the perfect Flash. Honestly, it is. He is. He put his foot into that. That's great, but I don't think they'll give him that kind of opportunity. It is what it is. And I'm looking at all of y'all in here. Yo, there need to be a few more likes on this video. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, so what can we expect from James Gunn? Now, here's the thing. You know, you got the cryptic message from Gal Gadot talking about, I was so happy to be Wonder Woman and all that. So that kind of led to us knowing the next Wonder Woman is not going to happen. And honestly, the first Wonder Woman was great. Wonder Woman 1984 kind of was trash. You know, yeah, I did like the way Zack Snyder portrayed some of Wonder Woman's aspects as far as the warrior. That's good. I give that credit. Don't think we'll get a Justice League Dark. I think The Rock needs to shut up so he could get a Black Adam sequel. That's one of the things that I'm looking at. With all these Kryptonians walking around on Earth, they could be anybody. What? The only two Kryptonians that should be walking around on Earth should be him and his cousin Kara. And is there something about Supergirl we don't know? Just putting it out there. You know, it is what it is. Now, the plans for the DC Universe and Warner Brothers Discovery, they're keeping it real close to vest. They have not put anything out, but they say they're going to release something soon to let everybody know. Now, this is going to be something that I'm looking out for in leaks. It's going to be cool, hopefully, if we could find it. But if you think about this, Man of Steel 2, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, The Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom were all developed by the previous studio head. You can't just kick them to the curb. Now, if any elements from the Snyderverse survive, don't know if it will. Because I think James Gunn would take a very different take with Darkseid. Or Darkseid, depending on how you explain it. It is what it is. Now, looking at the comments, Young Justice, they know not to mess with Young Justice. That's like straight fire. Even James Gunn can't argue about Young Justice. It is straight. Zod, it is what it is. I'm glad that they could get rid of the whole Zod thing. Maybe we could get a true Doomsday instead of, we just harvested genetic material from Zod to make Doomsday. That, you know, that was kind of trashy. Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, trashy. Though I would want my man to come back as Deathstroke. He was like fire. That was tight. But what can we do with these actors that are getting older? Now, he did mention that he would do a Teen Titans movie trilogy. Now, that is a way different direction. But my thoughts are, what version of Teen Titans would a James Gunn do? James Gunn being a fan, would he go to the classic comic book Titans, the OG version, Speedy, Wonder Girl, Robin, that type, Aqualad? Would he do something like that, being that we haven't had an Aqualad? Or would he go to the George Perez Titans, rest in peace, George Perez, but where we would have a Cyborg, Wonder Girl, Changeling, aka Beast Boy, Terra? Yo, that would be hot if they could do the Judas Contract as a 3-tier movie. Now, that I wouldn't mind seeing as a live action. Now, I don't think they're ready for John Kent. And the reason why I don't think they're ready for John Kent, because people would probably shy away from it, screaming, it's too woke. It's too woke, because we all know John Kent, does his thing. He has a boyfriend. So, we don't know how that's going to work. Now, just to be honest, a Dick Grayson as Batman with Damian, that little arc like they did in the comic books, that would be kind of fire. And then have Batman come back. But you got to show Batman getting moved out the picture, or at least displaced, so we could get that going. That would be kind of cool. But here's the thing. When you're dealing with the videos versus the comic books, there's so much we could do, because we know, as comic book fans, we know the stories. And Marvel has run into this issue, and Warner Brothers and DC will run into this issue also. And that issue is, you can't follow the comic books verbatim, because you've got to create an entry point for fans that have never seen this stuff before. And you got to create some form of lure to bring these individuals in. Look what happened with Strange World. Yeah, Strange World. Now, I got to peep out Strange World. I'm waiting for it to hit Disney Plus. I thought that was going to be pretty damn good, but I heard it bombed at the box office. It is what it is. And you could say, yes, the casuals are always the problem, but the casuals are the ones that hold the wallets. Those are the ones we're trying to drive into the thing. Even though we have fans like us, we have people like us, we are just fully into this, there's not a lot of us. If you look at the overall population, I mean, we got Avatar 2 getting ready to drop next weekend. And we know that from the original Avatar, people are going to jump into this, and it's either going to fail miserably, or it's going to be another $billion franchise. Let's be honest. Let's be totally honest. Are they going to get my $16? Yes. Am I going to review Avatar 2 Way of the Water next week? Probably not. I've been watching so much garbage and trash, it's crazy. And this is the thing. Too woke versus just enough wokeness to keep everybody happy. Think about it. And you're not down with Space Pocahontas. Yo, we might be going somewhere different with Space Pocahontas. I mean, who doesn't want to see a half-naked Zoe Saldana with blue skin? I said it. I'm sorry. CGI is a mother. You want to see it in IMAX 3D. IMAX 3D is pretty tight. It is pretty tight. I haven't seen an IMAX film in a very, very long time, because I go to Alamo and they got the Big Show, which is not really IMAX. So I don't get the full IMAX experience. But man, do I like being able to get an adult beverage inside a movie theater delivered to my seat with real food. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. But here goes the deal. But getting back to James Gunn, he is cleaning house. And, James Gunn has been on Twitter. And with the pictures that he has been putting out, I think we're going to get a more traditional Justice League. I think we're going to get a more refined group of stories. He has put focus on Green Lanterns. He said Ryan Reynolds is not going to be back as a Green Lantern. That's good. But, Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan was trash. He should have been more of a Guy Gardner, but that's a whole different story. But this is the thing, and what I'm going to go ahead and say is this. I can't wait to see what the vision is. He's only got one shot before people call for his head. He can't do exactly what he has done with the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise or with Peacemaker. You've got to be able to mix seriousness with some fun and do it in a way that people will not be put off. Now, here we go. With the Snyderverse fans, they love the characters. They're going to want a little bit of darkness in this, but you got to be able to figure how are you going to tie these things together. Hopefully they don't try to do a one-for-one connection like Marvel does. Hopefully they have some good passive connections that move things forward where you don't have to watch everything and that you could take a little bit and pieces of everything and put the story together. So far, I'm going to be honest. They need to take elements from the first Aquaman, the first Wonder Woman, leave the Man of Steel and the Batman versus Superman completely out the picture. Take a couple of hints and tips because of characters inside of the Justice League Snyder Cut. What I would say is let's go ahead, start from scratch, bring the Green Lantern mythos in, maybe incorporate the what they're doing in the comic books now, the the saga with Kamandi, the last boy, that type of stuff. That would be pretty freaking cool. But James Cameron does his thing. James Gunn does his thing. Obscure DC characters are great. And what I'm praying for out of James Gunn, Legion of Superheroes. James Gunn, if you watch this, if you see this video, give me Legions of Superheroes with Timberwolf, Dawnstar, and Wildfire. I don't give a damn what other characters you put in there. Just make sure we get Dawnstar, Wildfire, and Timberwolf. Just saying. Bring in an Apache. Green Lantern Corps would be great, but it goes back to one of my previous videos. What if I could control the DC Warner Brothers universe? Like I said, I would start everything out with the Guardians, with the whole Corona thing, make it so we figure out why Earth is the epicenter, bring in the new gods, bring in Darkseid, then show you Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and build upon that. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not James Gunn. I'm not in charge. But anyway, everybody, that's just me. Can't wait to see what James Gunn has in store. And as always, please, if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Thanks for letting me rant to you about this subject. I wonder how, honestly, I wonder how Zachary Levi, Gal Gadot, and those guys feel with their sequels up in the air in the future and all that good stuff. Apache Chief and Nutchuck. Yo, Terrence, you wrong for that. Legion of Superheroes would be great in his wheelhouse, Josh. I'm going to be honest. Now, okay. Thank you. Let me take a quick sip. Josh just brought up a great point. The milestone. Dwayne McDuffie, he was, taken from this earth before his time. He was awesome when he created the Milestone universe. Now, this is obviously the Milestone universe. A lot more African American, Hispanic, and people of color in that universe, especially with Icon, who basically I'm not going to call him a black Superman because of what he went through. Go read the comic books, check it out. Now, here goes the cool thing about the Milestone universe. They can actually take that, not connected to any of the pre-existing Warner Brothers stuff, and they could probably make a ton of money. And I'm going to be honest with you. Netflix blew it when they did with Jupiter's. You remember that? You remember with the was that Jupiter's Legacy? And they kind of messed that up a little bit, which led to Netflix not continuing that on. That could have been great, but Milestone, oh my gosh, the Milestone comics would be just so great to adapt into their own cinematic universe. Icon, Rocket, Blood Syndicate, um, who else is it? Hardware. That would be so great. And then you have a big crisis type event because if you run in parallel Justice League, um, Flash, and all this other stuff, Batman, and all those, then you have a big crisis event, merge those, and have the big bad as a dark side, a pariah, an anti monitor. Oh my goodness. Yo, we should get paid from this. We should get paid from this. Yo, y'all leave Amber Heard alone, man. Yeah, we know she was crazy, but hey, Johnny Depp crazy too, yo. Crazy people kind of attract crazy people. So it is what it is. If he wanted to deal with somebody that would crap on his bed, that's him. Obviously, there was something there. And it was a bit of that craziness. Just saying. Oh man, this is. Now, yeah, Super Crooks was good. Super Crooks was good. But they just, you know what? I don't think Amazon's going to do justice by that because Amazon is really kind of putting their money down on the boys. With the boys spinoff getting ready to come out, that's getting ready to, that looks kind of funny. I don't think the boys spinoff is going to be as great. You know, keep it with the OG boys, and I think that would be kind of cool. But there's one thing I'm gonna say. Doom Patrol on HBO Max, Titans on HBO Max. Those are good. I'm finally getting back into those. Those are looking great. I'm doing a lot of catch up, a whole lot of catch up. No, we can't get Stan Lee's version of DC. No, we can't do it. Mm-mm. Static. Put him inside Milestone. You know what? I should have mentioned Static, but Static was more mainstream. And I think even though he would be inside Milestone, he should be inside Milestone. He was introduced in Milestone Comics. You can actually introduce Static inside the main DC continuity. It was great. I mean, let's be honest, a show that was cut before his time and kind of, I didn't like the way they ended. It was Black Lightning. Black Lightning was a beast, you know. And yes, Josh, I'm saying the boys spinoff. Yeah. I just want them to bring back my man Giancarlo Esposito back to the boys. He was a beast in that show, but I don't think they got the money to keep him at this point. Omar, come on, man. Titans on HBO Max is not that bad. It is not that bad. It is actually pretty good. I like the Nightwing. I like the Jason. So far those two were good. Starfire, they could make her a little more alien, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Black Lightning was a damn good show that ended too soon. But hey, I digress. I gotta end this. Hey guys, listen up. We're going to figure out some more stuff. The Discord server is open. The Discord server, please join in. I am trying to figure out how to stream the Discord server on here so we could get you guys in video, talking, chatting it up, and the whole nine. So we're going to figure it out. It is what it is. Yes, I'm waiting on Invincible Season 2 also. But anyway, as I say, until Twitter goes down, please, if you can't say something nice, save it. Tell me what you want me to say, and I'll say it for you. Peace, y'all. I'm out of here. Funky outro music. I'm feeling good. with this whiskey. And let me hit this funky outro music. And I'm gone. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to try to do a different background because these are coming through real good. They're coming through real good. Hey, thanks everybody for showing up. There's links inside the description. We're still collecting for Children's Miracle Network Hospital, specifically Children's Hospital in DC. So if you want to donate, doesn't matter how much, just go ahead and donate. The link is in there. Also, if this ends up in a replay mode, hopefully there should be a subscribe button showing up right here. Click that if you haven't already done so. And yes, I am totally lit. Yeah, I'm a little buzzed right now.